At eBay, one of our key tenets is that it's all about the power of all of us. And that's buyers, sellers, and developers, a whole ecosystem, a whole community. And PHP is great for many of the small and medium-sized businesses that are key members of the eBay community because it helps them get started. It's an easy on-ramp for them to go. But then as their businesses grows, PHP grows with them, and it can really help them scale their businesses.
I manage the PayPal Developer Network, which is a network of over 300,000 developers who are building e-commerce sites either for themselves or for others, or building third-party tools which then they sell to other developers or merchants. We are in a unique position to understand the possibilities provided by web services. So because of the improvements that PayPal and Zend contributed back into the Periscope library, PHP developers can communicate with the PayPal web services much more easily.
The name of our project that we're building for NASA is Opus, Online Project Information System. It's essentially a data repository and management tracking tool for the advanced life support community, which is basically technologies that will take man back to the moon and Mars.
So to be able to create an online knowledge repository that can fit all the different scientists, all the different working groups, all the different countries, and handle all those business rules is a complicated task to say the least.
PHP is really good for what we're doing, mainly because of the fact that it's fast and it's free.
To be able to give the clients a much more real, rich environment, the actual application as a prototype, and have them give feedback on something you can click, you can enter in data, you can see those changes, allow the development team to get just much better feedback and, in my opinion, a much better application at the end.
Zend is fantastic, especially the team here in Silicon Valley. Constantly available on the phone, constantly there when we need them. Everyone we've met in the company has just done a spectacular job.
We first started evaluating open source in the late 90s when it became pretty clear that since we're on a Unix-based platform, the availability of some of the technologies, especially on some of the older platforms, we have some portion of our base is on DEC Alpha running True64. And so we really needed some technology that was a little more current. PHP, given its popularity, the availability for third-party, both open source and commercially available products, just made a lot of sense. The adoption of open source by some of the larger, I'll call them big boys, IBM, Oracle, etc., has done an awful lot as well in making management more comfortable with the whole idea of open source. We first evaluated Zend Studio when it became pretty clear to me, based on our use of PHP as a critical piece of infrastructure, that we ought to establish a relationship with a company who had the wherewithal to provide support, services, and in this particular instance, commercially available software for development ID as well as systems management software. I've been very, very impressed with the product and Zend as a company to deal with.
Tagged is a media site for teens. It's where they go to interact with their friends and just to have a good time. PHP allows us to conceive of it, build it, get it out there, and then have it perform at scale in front of hundreds and thousands and millions of users. Our developers really love Zend Studio. It gives them the debugging tools and the profiling tools that help them in their everyday work. Zend platform for us was the fastest, stablest way to run PHP. It's performed very well under load, and we've been very happy with it. It's great to have basically any type of extension that you can imagine available, active open source development, so that if there are bugs, they get fixed. So the large community is definitely key to using PHP, and you see that in its stability and in the performance as well.
IBM's whole business is around how we collaborate not only with customers but our business partners, and we have thousands of business partners. So the more we go to them with our business partners on creating solutions, the more we see the community expanding. It's not about a language, it's about service-oriented architectures, and how languages, like PHP in particular, is used as a knitting to be able to put solutions together.